You know,
yeah.
their whole thing with the their connection to spirit.
Absolutely. It was a wonderful opportunity to get people's minds to awaken, and I've heard many, many people saying that this was the first time they've ever rooted against the U.S. You know, like on the internet you see that. And so it's really coming. This is another major step towards the downfall of the Rockefeller faction. And remember, in China, the factions involve various political parties. It's not like when you say China that it's just one group, but the Communist Party in China has actually banned the film Avatar because they realized that this political activist message that was basically going against the idea of, you know, blowing up primitive people and moving them out of their land was way too close to home to what they have been doing to peasant farmers in China and then forcing them out of the way for industrial and military purposes. So now they've banned the whole frickin' film, which shows how powerful the message is, you know.
So, David, well, we still got a few minutes here. What do you got coming up?
Well, the big thing on the horizon, actually, this is something I'm happy to announce. Larry is here with me now, and he's actually been behind me on my studio because he and I have mirrored studios. I've invested the proceeds from my conferences into more equipment. I don't, you know, I typically use whatever money I make and try to reinvest it in ways that can help people. So I was guided, this is kind of silly, and this is the first time I'm announcing this, but I was guided to learn to play guitar.
Okay.
And, you know, apparently this is an important thing, so I can do more of my own music. So I now have gotten a couple guitars, and that also allows Larry to be able to do music with me when he's here at my house in California. So we're actually going to be doing a new product, which is similar to What is My Purpose, or Science of Peace, and it's called Access Your Higher Self. And it's going to be a lecture that I'm doing, and it's going to be ready pretty soon. We just got the idea very spontaneously after the conference for that. My Big 2012 book, I have the initial deadline to submit it as of March 1st, but then the book itself will be released as of the fall. And I would very highly recommend that you check that out. That book is going to become the defining written work I've ever done, no question. I'm holding nothing back. I'm throwing everything I've got into it. It's going to be incredible. I'm also working on 2012 Event Horizon, which is a new video similar to what's in the content of Awake and Aware in Los Angeles, except that this video is produced on a much higher level, much better cameras, much better shooting. The only problem is right now, if you want to call it a problem, it's about 3 hours long, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it down to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in the process of getting that done. And Disclosure Endgame will probably come out in March, the conclusion. But I've also, you know, tipped my hat and given a lot of what that's going to be. We have some conferences coming up. I will be speaking, this is a big announcement, which I haven't really gone into much detail about before. The weekend of February the 12th, there is a huge event in LA called Conscious Life Expo. And it's got, oh my God, you know, 10 to 20,000 people go there. It's all in the Hilton LAX hotel right next to the airport. There's tons and tons of speakers, tons and tons of exhibits and vendors, and it's really quite a happening. It's quite a gathering. George Norrie is going to be there. There's a couple different panels on 2012 that are free that you can see without really paying. I think at least one of them is free. So you can go there and actually see me speak and not pay anything. But then I also have two events, which I will include all the promotional material about those events when I write up this interview that we've just done on my website. But I'm giving two events. They're less expensive than my other things, so you can come out there and see me talk. Typically, we end up having people wait 30 to 40 minutes to get in the room after when I'm supposed to have started. So if you go to these events, please show up early. Do not wait until a few minutes before, because the line is going to be huge and you will have trouble getting into the room. If everybody can get there earlier, then we can start earlier. But anyway, that's going to be a lot of fun. I still have this really amazing trip to Hawaii coming up. Most of the time at a conference, and I'm not saying this to be rude, but I really don't have time to meet with people. Everybody comes up and says, just 5 minutes, and, you know, that's a lot of 5-minute blocks that I don't have. if you want to meet me and really get the chance to hang out with me directly, this event that we have coming up in Hawaii that's advertised on divinecosmos.com is going to be amazing. We're going to have volcanic hike. We're going to have dolphin swim. I'm going to be giving all the lecture material, and it's going to be in a lovely, lovely hotel that's right on the ocean front in Hawaii. It's really quite affordably priced considering what we've got involved in the package, and I do make the time to try to appeal to everyone and make sure that everybody gets a personal connection. So
Great.
That's definitely going to be happening. I probably am going to be doing a talk at the Eden Hot Springs Resort. This is a raw food getaway, so it's only going to be like vegetables and nut paste that you'd be eating, and chocolate, a lot of chocolate. It's mostly camping. I haven't worked out all the final details with them, but I'm probably going to be doing that. We also are going to be doing another Convergence conference, most likely in Austin, Texas. We have not worked out the exact timelines yet, but that will be coming up pretty soon too. And in those events, we're going to have Andrew Jones, who's doing these amazing, amazing kaleidoscopic light shows, along with my meditation. And everybody who went to this last event and saw those light shows, in addition to everything else I'm doing, said that it's the best conference I've ever given. The quality of my musical performance has gone way up in terms of my lead singing, and the quality of the meditation with the visuals was just astonishing. So I'm really happy. There's a lot of really cool things going on. And Tom, again, I want to thank you for having such an amazing show and bringing me on. It's really a privilege to be here.
Well, it's my pleasure, David. It's always great to have you on board here, and look forward to the next time we can get together.
Wonderful.
All right, so folks, this is Tom Murasso with Mythologic Radio and BornToManifest.com signing off. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Tom. It's been a real privilege.
Peace out, and we love you.
Absolutely.